right. Well, I'm Brody. This is Koalton. This is the first episode of Shuck Talk, where we sit here and just kind of BS about all things related to Nebraska football, stats, scores, predictions. Uh, Probably touch on some recruiting shit eventually. Yeah, we're gonna cuss. We're gonna be as candid as possible. You know, basically just two boys sitting here shooting the shit about the Huskers. So first things first, what are you excited about this season, Koalton?
Um, I'm excited for DYLAN RAIOLA to I really think he's just gonna settle in. He's gonna make the plays that he didn't make last year, and alcohol at the stadium.
Yeah, dude. Did you see they're gonna have 121,000 tall boy cans?
Yeah,
Is that
one guy's
is that over all the brands?
I think it's just one local.
Well, they got Michelob, I know. They've got some zipline stuff. Is it 121,000 total?
I think so. And
That's
someone's
a lot.
like,
That's a
well,
lot.
that's not that. That's one beer but not everyone's gonna be drinking. So
yeah, probably half the stadium or so. Yeah, DYLAN RAIOLA's progression from year one to year two is probably the thing I'm looking forward to the most. You know, how does he handle a full year with a real offensive coordinator, Dana Holgorsen? Really excited to see the offensive line progress.
I think the offensive line is going to have a really good year.
Absolutely.
They were talking about Justin Evans, how he could be one of the best in college football. So
I hope so. Offensive tackle, left tackle is a little bit of a question mark still. It could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. I lean towards more of that being a good thing, probably, because all three guys, it says "or" next to their name on the depth chart. So to me, that means they're all on equal playing field. You know, if they're all good, that's a good thing. If they're all bad, then it's pretty bad, you know. Offensive returners. We've got, hold on, I dropped mine. All right, offensive returners. We've got how many returning starters was it again? It was 9 total, right?
9. Yeah, 4 on defense, 5 on offense.
Okay, so the returners would be Raiola, Emmett Johnson, Barney. Latovsky started last year at guard, didn't he?
Yeah.
I guess I don't have that all in front of me. One thing I'm excited about also is our defensive secondary. We got a lot of experience in that secondary.
Yeah, you got Deshaun Singleton, 71 total tackles, pretty solid. Then you got Hartzog at 4 interceptions. Wright, 39 total tackles, 2 interceptions, 6 passes defended. So I'm hoping, because once we get to the schedule, I have us losing to USC because they're known to throw the ball. We are known to sit off 6-7 yards and just let them tear us up. But I hope that's not the case.
I think that's not going to be the case this year. I really hope, at least, because when you hear John Butler talks, he says they're gonna play as physical as they can, and to me that doesn't mean playing 10 yards off the line, you know?
Yeah.
At least I hope not, because you give those guys that much of a running head start, kind of puts you in a bad position. Obviously, DYLAN RAIOLA is going to lead us in passing. Last year he threw for 600, 2,819, 13 touchdowns, 11 picks. Johnson last year, he had 117 attempts for 598 yards, 1 rushing touchdown, 39.
Average 5.1 a carry.
Hell yeah, I'll take that.
Longest was 42. Listen, we'll go into it later, but I think Emmett Johnson, because we don't have Dowdell now, I truly think he could eclipse 1,000 yards. I really do.
Emmett? I think he'll go
for 1,000
on purpose.
I don't know. I just think he's going to have a good year.
I really hope so. We need a 1,000-yard back. Imagine having a 1,000-yard back and a 1,000-yard receiver in the same year.
Yeah.
Emmett had 39 catches for 286 and 2 touchdowns. He had 884 all-purpose yards last year. So saying he'll have 1,000 really isn't too far off. You know, he's bigger, he's stronger, he's faster.
Yeah.
And a revamped offensive line should really be key to his production. Dane Key, I think, could be obviously the leading receiver. Corey Barney probably be right behind him, playing in that slot.
Yeah.
47 catches, 715 yards, and 2 touchdowns in 2014. He's got 1,800 career yards. That 2 touchdowns last year is really small number. I think he has a chance to, triple or quadruple that here, as long as he stays healthy and everything goes according to plan.
Well, I think Harburg could have a good year too.
Harburg?
Yeah.
Dude, all of our tight ends are from Nebraska. Did you know that?
I do now.
At least the top 3. I don't know if there's other tight ends on the roster, to be honest with you. Oh, Barney had 55 catches for 447 yards.
And he could run the ball. I think he had 10 carries running the ball.
And 3 rushing touchdowns. No receiving touchdowns, but he had 3 rushing. Yeah, I'm excited to see what Corey Barney does. He earned a single digit. That's supposed to really mean something in this Matt Rule era. Corey Barney. Janiron Bonner got a single digit. I think he'll be an exciting player to watch as well. Dana Holgerson goes, you're going to see number 4 out there thumping people. I think that'll be fun because I like to watch that style of player. He's a big boy too.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do you have anything for defensive predictions and stats?
I think Hartzog is gonna lead in interceptions again.
Hartzog?
Yeah. I'd like to see some more interceptions from these other guys. Because he had 4. Then you can look at Sayer Wright. He only had 2. I'm not going to say only, but then Deshaun Singleton only had 1. It's like, Buford didn't have any. Oh, he had 1. But it's like, I wish you could see some more. Because I feel like we didn't have a lot of interceptions last year.
Yeah, I don't think we definitely didn't force enough turnovers.
But I think if he's saying we're going to play more aggressive on defense, I could see more interceptions.
I love hearing that, but it also kind of makes me nervous because I don't want guys to try and jump like a 7-yard out route, miss it, and then get beat for a 50-yard touchdown.
I hope we can get enough pressure on the quarterback and make him throw bad passes, but I think the defensive line right now is wide open. Like, they could be really good, really bad. Like, I feel like we have no idea.
Right. Yeah. Who was it? There's a former player that was I read a tweet. He goes, "This is going to be our best front 7 since 2014."
That'd be nice.
So hopefully that's true. I think it was Michael Rose Ivy that said that. Depth chart surprises. Is there anybody on the depth chart that surprised you?
I don't know if it surprises me. I was kind of watching some film, and there's not much on Quentin Ives. But I don't know. He wants to be out there. Like, he wants to play.
Yeah.
And I think if he can stay healthy, if he gets a couple touches, it'd be cool to see him kind of get a little bit of a rotation here and there. Because I think he's a tough runner. He's got good vision. He's quick.
He's a battering ram.
Yeah, it'd be nice to see him out there a little bit.
It would. I would like to see that as well. As it sits right now, Emmett Johnson's 1, Mekhi Nelson's 2, Isaiah Mosey's 3. The true freshman. I think he's from Kansas City. Switched from wide receiver to running back.
You don't see that every day.
No. I guess he's got I haven't seen what he looks like. I guess he has the right build for a running back. We got Dane Key and Isaiah Hunter on the outside with Barney in the slot. Isaiah Hunter, that's a newcomer I'm excited to watch. He's got speed.
I'd have to watch some film on him. I haven't seen.
He's speedy. Elijah Pritchett being code number 1, but he's listed 3rd on the depth chart, and the depth chart's not in alphabetical order, but they've all got or next to him.
Yeah.
But Pritchett's listed 3rd. So, to me, that means they might have a short leash. You know, if whoever starts goes in there and starts false starting, holding, you know, committing.
And I hope we don't
penalties.
see I don't know how you're a D1 organization. We have as many false starts as we have, and just stupid penalties.
I know.
If we can, it makes me mad just thinking about it.
Yep. Gunnar Gatula's listed as 1, though, and then Turner Corcoran's number 2. Turner Corcoran's been on this team for a long time now.
Yeah. You know, we have some experience at line, but then it's like we got a couple younger guys, so
yeah.
Let's hope we can.
Williams Winery, I'm excited to see him on defense. This dude's a former 5-star, former top 10 overall recruit. Went to Missouri last year, transferred to Nebraska to the good guys. He's starting over a junior, Cam Lenhart, which I think there's also an or there too, if I remember correctly. But just the fact that he's listed above him, I think means something.
Yeah.
So I'm really excited for that. If he comes in and plays up to his potential, I think we're going to be scary, especially with Elijah Judy and Van Poppel in the middle. I think Van Poppel's going to be a monster. He's another guy that got a single digit, but he's listed. He's listed at 2 on the depth chart.
Yeah.
But I think, especially with the defensive side, the depth chart is kind of, I don't know what to think of the depth chart over there, because I think a lot of guys are going to play. You know, like I don't think being 2 necessarily means you're not going to play.
You're not going to play at all.
Have they passed out black shirts yet?
I haven't seen anything.
I haven't seen anything yet.
You'd think so if they came out with the roster.
Monday night. Yeah, I don't know. Let me look it up real quick. As of today, they still have not been passed out.
It's like, I don't know, you'd think they would if they released a depth chart.
Yeah, especially with the game being like 3 days away.
That's a Thursday game, man.
I know. It's weird. Thursdays are for NFL.
Well, I don't know. Is there baseball or something going on? They kind of wanted it to its own day.
I don't know, because it's not, though, because there's a Thursday night game at 7:20.
Yeah, so what time is the game? It's like 9, isn't it?
The Husker game's at 8.
8?
Yep. Big Red is going to take over Kansas City. That'll be exciting.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That'll be cool. Alright, so game 1, Cincinnati at Arrowhead. We've both got them taking the dub there. Do you have a score prediction since it's right around the corner? The line is -6.5.
Ah, fuck the line. I'm going to go like 42-10.
Damn, so we're going to rout them.
I think so, because I just think all these score lines are judged off of how we were last year. But I think we're going to come out and right away just surprise people. Like, we're going to be way better than what they're predicting us to be, in my opinion.
Come out guns a-blazing.
Revamped line. You know, Raiola's going to settle in. You know, I think from that bowl game, I think Emmett Johnson kind of got some, I can't think of the fucking word. Confidence.
Some confidence, yeah.
I really do.
No doubt, especially him entering the portal and our coaches wanting him back so badly. That's got to do something for him, I think we're going to rely a lot on Emmett Johnson this year.
That's what I'm telling you. I think he eclipses 1,000 yards this year. Because between the two, him and Dowdell, it was around 1,100, 1,200 yards. But, I don't know if there's another guy that he's going to be sharing, if he can stay healthy, that he's going to be sharing carries with like that. I don't know. It'd be cool to see him for 1,000.
Yeah, coaches are really high on Mekhi Nelson, though.
I know, but, if Emmett Johnson comes out and he just pops, how are you going to take the ball away from him?
Yeah.
And I think another thing is, last year, before we got Holderson, it's we want to pass. We want to please Raiola, pass. But you have to run to set the pass game up. And we did not do a good job of that early in the season. We just wanted to throw the ball, screen here, screen there.
Play calling last year was abysmal.
Against Ohio, 3rd and 20-something, we threw a quick screen. What the fuck?
Oh my God! There's a stupid statistic about how many screens we ran against Ohio State. Stupid. I don't even remember
shit
it. It was ridiculous. My prediction for the game: Nebraska, we'll say 38, Cincinnati 17.
Not too far off.
Not too far off. I've got about a touchdown less and giving them a touchdown more than what you predicted. Who's going to score the first touchdown?
Ooh, I didn't think of that. I'd say Emmett Johnson. But if I wasn't going to say Emmett Johnson, I'd say that's even tougher. I would like to say Ja'Cory Barney, but I think we're going to try to feed Key the Rock. So it's 3 dudes that I think would score first. Fuck you for that question, actually. Defense is going to score first. What do you mean?
I don't know. I kind of want to go with a name that probably not a lot of people are thinking of, in Janiron Bonner. But my gut's telling me a tight end. I'm going to say
Quentin Ives.
I'm going to say Luke Lindenmeyer. I think we're going to run the ball. We're going to pound the rock. We're going to set up the play action. We're going to get inside the 15-yard line, play action, hit the tight end, touchdown.
Dude, Emmett Johnson's helmet's going to pop off. He's got to come out for a play. Mekhi Nelson's not going to be ready. Quentin Ives just skips the third straight from full string, scores a touchdown. Boom.
You love Quentin Ives.
I do like him.
So you and I both have Nebraska covering pretty easily the spread. 53.5 is the over-under. Let's see, how many points did I say that they were going to score?
3.5. See, I had
I'm bad at math, so I'm pulling
I
up
had 52.
38 plus 17. Yeah, you have 52 points?
Because I had us.
So you're under. You're under the total points, and I'm over.
Let's bet something.
We just might have to. And then they could come out and just lay an egg, and it'd be like a 17-10 type of game. I hope not. Cincinnati's supposed to have a pretty good front seven. Their quarterback worries me, because every time we play a quarterback that can move, it just bites us in our ass.
Like you said, they're saying we have the best front seven we've had since 2014. So
it's just unproven,
Yeah.
So I hope that's the case. I really hope that is, because that would be kick-ass to watch all year.
Well, one thing, I don't know, coaching D-line, O-line in high school, it pisses me off watching these D1 athletes pass rushing, okay, and then they're not necessarily pass rushing outside in, and then he just slips away. It's like, dude, you like don't. There's no, I don't know, no outside containment, and he scrambles for 30 yards. It happens quite often.
There's going to be a lot of mistakes still, you know. I know you watched the Week 0 games. How many missed tackles did you see?
You know, I watched that Iowa State, Kansas State game. I didn't see a whole lot. But
or sloppy football, though, is what I mean. It's not mistake-free, you know. It's early in the week. It's early in the year. Still got those, you know, first game jitters and shit to get rid of. I don't know. I hope Nebraska, like, my score prediction feels like it's actually kind of close, 38-17. I hope we just absolutely come out and lay the wood, dude.
We need it.
Like, how good would that feel, bro?
I think, well, if that happens, then it's just going to keep rolling to the next week and the next week. And
yeah, and then in the next two games, Akron and then Houston Christian, you know, I mean, to take that for what it's worth, I've got them winning the next two games.
Yeah.
So let's get into that. The next game against Akron, I've got to win. You've got to win as well.
Yeah.
Houston Christian, we both have wins. Michigan, this is where we start to differ a little bit.
I don't know. Michigan's been pretty solid lately. I think we're gonna go 3-0. We're gonna come out. I think everybody's gonna be pretty hyped up. But I don't know. I think we take an L in that game. I know it's at home, but at the same time, I think that's a week against a good opponent that it sucks. But I think losing that game is gonna help us to win later down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I can see that happening. I have us beating Michigan purely for the fact that they've got a freshman quarterback. They've suspended their head coach for that game. I think Lincoln is going to be wild for that game. I think it's going to be Colorado-type atmosphere, just bananas, you know. And I think we're gonna rattle their quarterback, dude. And I'm banking on our front seven being as good as rumor has it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it's unproven. It's just a prediction. Call it a hot take, whatever. I don't know.
I'm just worried about the defensive line.
Yeah.
Like,
and my prediction's based on them being good, hopefully. Next week is a bye week, so. If we win or we lose, if we lose, we get to lick our wounds a little bit. If we win, we celebrate a little bit longer, get back to work. And then we have homecoming against Michigan State. I've got an L for us. I just think I've seen it way too much. Nebraska coming out of a bye week. It's flat. Doesn't want to be there. So I've got
I don't know, man.
It's happened
Michigan State has
so
been
much.
great. They have been great lately.
Nope.
But I think, listen, it's homecoming. It's homecoming. I know
too many distractions. A lot of distractions.
But I think they're gonna come out. There's beer in the air now. Okay, that bitch is gonna be rocking. Dude.
I can't wait for that, dude.
I think they're gonna.
Bro, think about it. Fans gonna get drunk before the game. And then they get to keep their buzz going during the game now.
Yeah.
So, that was Michigan State. Yeah, I've got an L, you've got a dub. That puts us at 4-1. We're each 4-1 at this point in the season. And then we finally get our first true road game at Maryland. I've got us bouncing back with a W.
I have a W. That was the one I didn't know. You never know, like, Maryland's either really good or really bad. It's like, what team's going to show up? Like, you see them some days they're scoring 50, 60 points. they're not scoring any. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. Maryland's a weird team. They always seem to recruit well.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next week, at Minnesota, we haven't won back-to-back road games in, like, 10 years. I don't know the actual number, but it feels like that. I've got an L there. You've got us winning.
Hold on. Yeah, I would like to win.
The homer in me really wants to say we win. I hate Minnesota almost as much as I hate Iowa. And I'm not even
I don't
lying.
hate him like that, but
I'm not even
I will
lying.
tell you,
I just can't stand PJ Fleck, dude.
Fleck has something good going down there.
I want to grab him by his bald head and just throw him like a bowling ball, dude.
I think that would be if we can go in and win that game, I think that's a very good W. It's like, man, they have been pretty solid the past couple of years. They really have, man.
Say that one more time.
I said they've been very solid the past couple of years. And if we can go in Minnesota and beat them, I think that
would be huge. That would be massive. And, of course, I want us to win every single game.
Oh, we're going to.
I want us to win every single game. I would give my left nut for an undefeated season.
What about your right?
I'd give them both.
Oh, you got kids.
I've got 2 kids. I'm done. I'm cool. I'll give them both. Yeah, I just cannot stand Minnesota, and they always play us tough, dude. It's like playing Iowa. Iowa always plays us tough.
I hate Iowa.
And then the next week we turn around with Northwestern, another team that typically plays us pretty tough. You and I,
yeah,
we both have to take the dub there, though.
I want to beat the shit out of Northwestern, because when we went to, was it Ireland?
Yeah, we just need to beat the dog shit out of them.
They beat us. That was their only win all season. That still just sticks with me. That pisses me off.
Man, it was like 3 years ago now.
I don't care. It feels like yesterday. All these shitty seasons just blend together.
It really does. One thing I want to touch on. Dude, you always see a school come out of nowhere that wasn't ranked in the top 25 to start the season. You always see somebody that nobody has on their radar come out of nowhere. Like, why not us? Why can't that be us? I mean, we're on a lot of people's radars. I've seen people predicting us to be in the playoff, being 10-2, going to the playoff. I would love that. I would be the best season I've ever seen as a Husker fan.
I think since the Bo Pelini days, we've just been a laughing stock.
We have.
And I think when Scott Frost came in, everyone's like, oh, this is going to change. And now everyone sees how Scott Frost was, and it makes us even more of a laughing stock. And I think Rules came in, and he's really kind of changed that. Like, I see a lot of things on Twitter, like different football, like, accounts and shit that aren't even affiliated with Nebraska, like, posting some of his speeches and stuff. And, like, I think a lot of people know, like, how good of a guy Rule is. But then, you know, you kind of see some of this shit, and you're like, dude, he really cares, okay? We go from a Bo Pelini who cared, in my opinion, showed it in the right way. Like, you have to be a dick sometimes.
Dude, that's the kind of football coach I want, bro.
Yeah.
I want that hard ass.
But then we go and hire a Mike Riley who's just the exact opposite, okay? Couldn't manage the clock, just terrible.
He's so nice. Like stop.
Dug us in a hole. Okay, then we get Scott Frost, who's just drunk all the time.
Allegedly.
No, he is.
Allegedly.
Dude,
next game, November 1st. USC, it's a home game. It's November. Could potentially be a cold game for a team from LA.
I have us losing the game. I think USC is known for their good quarterback. And I hope I'm wrong, but in the past, you know, when we play like a good quarterback, we don't typically do very well. So that was like my reasoning.
So you think their QB, Maeva, is going to be pretty good?
Yeah, and I'm hoping our secondary better this year, but like I said earlier, you know, let's give them 10 yards off the line. Boom. A little 5 yards here, 5 yards there. And it's very frustrating.
And we could be talking about that in a whole new light, by the time this game rolls around, I've actually got us taking the win there against USC. It's a home game, potentially a night game. I think a ruckus crowd, and I think...
if I'm really thinking about it, I see us beating Michigan before we beat USC.
You think so? I feel like Nebraska and USC are in pretty similar situations.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a tough game.
And then the following... Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. Hell yeah, it's going to be a tough game. But we're going to fucking win.
We're gonna win.
And then we're going to turn around the next week at UCLA and lose. Because Nebraska's going to lose a game that we should not lose. And I think that's it.
What if it's different?
I hope it's different. I really hope it's different. I really do. So I've got us losing to UCLA. You've got us winning against UCLA. And then the big dog at Penn State. Could be a wideout. It's going to be a night game, probably. I've got...
I don't know. That's it. We're going to go... That's going to be...
Yeah, we both got them dropping that game to Penn State. I hope it's a close, hard-fought game, because Penn State, they're a top 5 team in the country, and they probably still will be a top 5 team in the country come November 22nd when we play them.
Yeah. I don't think they'll be... What's their schedule like? What's their schedule? Didn't you write it down?
No, I did not write their schedule down.
Let me see. They got Nevada. They'll beat them. FIU, Villanova. Then they have a bye week 4. Week 5 they play Oregon.
That's where we'll see what Penn State's made of,
Then they play UCLA, Northwestern, Iowa. Then they play Ohio State. They play Indiana team. I don't know if Indiana's going to be... We kind of have that Indiana schedule this year. Like, when they... Like,
we have a favorable schedule, not going to lie.
But I don't think Penn State's going to be 2 at that time. I don't know. They're going to... I don't think they lose both, but I think they're going to lose either Oregon or Ohio State. And if they don't, dude, they're fucked.
Yeah.
If they are undefeated going into this game, we're fucked. Like, they're going to fucking shit on us. Like, I think that might be the most hostile, like, environment we've been in a long time.
Definitely. Especially if I've only got Nebraska having 3 losses at that point. You've got them with 2 losses at that point. If we're a 2-loss team heading into Happy Valley, man, it's going to be wild.
And they're going to be like, oh, we have to fucking bring it. Like,
yeah, they're going to know Nebraska's
But
legit.
then I think we're going to be like, we have something to prove, We dropped that, in my head, I'm like, oh, we dropped that game to Michigan. Like this is our chance to prove ourselves that we are that team, So it goes both ways. But.
Yeah. I think last time we played there, though, we won.
I don't think they're as good as they are now. But
yeah, they weren't as good back then.
They're out like diddling kids and shit. But
it was like fresh off the scandal. And then November 28th, we get Iowa at home. I think we're gonna handle Iowa. I don't think it's even gonna be close.
Fuck Iowa! I hate Iowa, dude. Oh, I can get it. My girlfriend's an Iowa fan. Fucking hate Iowa, dude, with all my heart. And she was like, the other day, she said, like, because she wears Husker shirts and shit. She was like, you'd never wear an Iowa shirt?
Fuck no.
Fuck you! Fuck no, I wouldn't. I'd rather cut my... No, I'm not going to go that far. But I would not... Nah, you'll never see me in Iowa. If you see me in an Iowa shirt, call 911 because there's like a gun being held in my head or some shit.
Something ain't right? Yeah, I think it's finally gonna happen, dude. It's time. Nebraska, we're gonna handle Iowa.
Dude, I did not know this, And we were together the last time they won. We were over at Braden's. Remember that? At his house in Falls City.
Last time we won against Iowa?
Iowa. They've won the last 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I know. It's stupid.
And they're all like games that like the game we went to, we should win that. Boom, interception.
Yep.
Kick a field goal win.
We were gonna win. We were gonna go win that game.
Like we were talking, just run the ball.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think we had to get in the field goal range though, and I don't think our field goal kicker was really the best that year. We haven't had a great field goal kicker in a long time.
Yeah. It's like Henry.
Yeah. So I've got us wrapping up the season at 8-4. And you've got a 9-3 season you predicted. I would love to see 9-3.
I would love to see 10-2.
Oh my God, 10-2.
If we could win because I would like to think. I think our 3 hardest games are Michigan, USC, and Penn State. Now, you say you have us losing a game we shouldn't lose. I would like to believe that Rule's got these boys right. They're not going to go drop a game that they shouldn't.
Obviously, I hope I'm wrong.
Like, discipline-wise, I think he's got these boys right. It's in my head, it's a matter of fact. It's a matter of, like, can we win one of these big games?
Right.
And if we do win one of these big games, we're sitting 10-2. But only time will tell.
I hope so, man, because just looking at your prediction here, so our only losses you have against Michigan, USC, and Penn State. Say we get rid of that USC loss. That's a pretty good resume, I think, for coming out of the Big Ten. I wonder where that would put us in, like the standings. Like, is that enough to get to the Big Ten championship?
No, not if we lose to Michigan and Penn State. I don't think.
Yeah, but Michigan, I don't think they're going to be. I don't know. I think Michigan's going to be like a 7-win, 8-win team like we are.
Looking at their schedule, New Mexico, they play Oklahoma. Yeah, I feel like you don't know how Oklahoma's going to be lately.
That's a coin toss, I think, man, because
Oklahoma
could have a rebound. Oklahoma could have a rebound season.
I feel like they're always ranked pretty high, but then Central Michigan, and we play them, and they have Wisconsin. I feel like Wisconsin. I know you don't like Wisconsin. I don't mind Wisconsin, but I think like that on any given week, Wisconsin can play a team tough.
Yeah.
And that's a rivalry game, I believe. Wisconsin, Michigan?
Maybe, I'm not sure. It sounds like it would be.
Then they have USC. Then they go to Washington, Michigan State. That's definitely a rivalry game. I think they win that. But then Purdue, Northwestern, Maryland, and then week 14, they play Ohio State. They have a pretty easy schedule.
So how many wins do you think they got?
Let me click on it again.
We'll know pretty early if they're good with that Oklahoma game.
I think realistically, easy 10-win season. And I didn't even count.
I just don't see that freshman quarterback.
Oklahoma.
I just don't see that with freshmen.
New Mexico. Oklahoma's a toss-up. Central Michigan. There's us. I'm not even going to count that one. You have Wisconsin, USC, Washington, Michigan State, Purdue, Northwestern, Maryland. So of the 3 that I didn't pick, you got Ohio State, USC, and then Oklahoma. So like if they win one of those 3 games against us or the other 2, this is a 10-win season.
So 9-3 or 10-2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I just think it's freshman quarterback, man. That's what I just keep coming back to. Look how much Raiola, once teams figured out Raiola, because he was tearing it up the first like 3-4 weeks of the season. Once teams figured out, we can man up these wide receivers and blitz the shit out of Raiola right up the middle, and he's not going to scramble out of there, and he's going to make a mistake.
Okay.
I mean, they probably have a lot better offensive coordinator than we had last season, though.
What the top 25? What pisses you off the most?
Top 25 preseason
Rankings, yeah.
I don't know.
Bro, they have Illinois at 12.
I would like for them to be that good. Like, the more teams that are ranked highly in the Big Ten, like, the better for us.
You think they're 12? Realistically?
Not to start the season. They might be able to end up there. Like, I don't think starting the season, though. But they have a good QB, though.
Ohio State, though. I'm looking at their schedule. And I saw something the other day that said, like, Texas is, like, head over heels better than Ohio State this year. We'll see. But
how do we know?
Ohio State doesn't have a cakewalk of a schedule here. I'll just name, like, the harder opponents that I think. They play number 1 Texas, first game of the season. Then they go into week 6 to play a Minnesota team who I think just usually plays everybody tough. So you never know. And then if Illinois is as good as they say, week 7 they play Illinois. Then they must have a bye week 8, week 9. There's not a game on here. But then they go in and play Penn State. And then there's Purdue, blah, blah, blah. Then at the end of the season, week 14, they play Michigan. Like that, they have like 5 games that like could go either way.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough schedule. And they have a first-year starting quarterback.
Of course, Notre Dame's number 6.
New offensive coordinator.
Why wouldn't Notre Dame be in the top 10? Just a fucking whatever. That's different. This is a different conversation.
I don't like Notre Dame either. Let me pull up the rankings so we can look at it together. What are you looking at it on?
I just Googled it. Maybe these aren't even the right. I don't know.
Let's see. I'm just looking at it on Google. Or I guess pulled up Bing. So yeah, Texas 1, Penn State 2, Ohio State 3. They've got Clemson at 4.
Yeah, I see that.
Does that seem a little high for Clemson?
No.
No?
I feel like you never know. I feel like this could be a better team. They've had them ranked high before. Like was it 2, 3 years ago? I can't remember who their quarterback was. They're squeaking by every week, and like I think then they finally lost to Wake Forest.
Texas Tech's ranked 23, Indiana 20. Kansas State's going to drop.
Yeah. I told you I was
question. Who you got winning the national championship this year, besides Nebraska?
Nebraska. Before we get into that, Boise State should not be 25. They shouldn't be a top 25 team. The only thing you had on your offense is gone.
Yeah.
I don't think they're a top 25 team.
Oklahoma, they got them 18. I think South Carolina's a little overrated. Do you?
Yeah.
I think they rely a lot on that quarterback, you know. And remember when Nebraska relied so heavily on Adrian Martinez to make every play?
Then you got Arizona State at 11. Like their main part of their offense is gone too. Scatterboo.
Yeah, I think it's a huge loss for them. I think, but they've got their quarterback coming back, and
I think they have like the top 10, apart from Notre Dame. And Notre Dame's not. I don't know. We'll say it's fine. I think the top 10 is like pretty accurate. But then you have Arizona State at 11, Illinois at 12, South Carolina at 13. Like those 3, I think are just missed. Like I don't think they should be.
I think Miami's going to be pretty good.
Yeah. SMU, I think they're pretty solid last year.
Yeah, the thing is, though, they caught a lot of people by surprise last year. It was their first year. I believe it was their first year in the ACC. Everybody knows now, you know. It's not a secret anymore.
Kansas State at 17. I don't think they drop out.
They're not going to drop out. They're going to drop, though. Not out.
I think Kansas State will get it rolling. You have a great quarterback like they do. They went and played in Ireland.
Speaking of which, did you see the fight?
No, I heard about it. But.
It's crazy.
I do think they're at least a top 20 team, I think.
Definitely, probably. So who do you think is going to win the national championship?
Oh, I hate to say it. I really do.
Don't say
Texas. I think it's Texas this year.
I don't know.
I think it's getting as far as they did last year. Like, I think everyone's hungry on that roster. And you have a great quarterback. Like, I think if they don't at least make the semifinals, that's a bad season for them. I fucking hate Texas. But you said if it wasn't Nebraska.
I've got, and I'm deciding as I'm looking at this. I haven't really put much thought into it.
Because you look at Penn State, like, they're number 2 right now. But I feel like they always lose a game they shouldn't late.
Yeah, they always do.
Always.
Always.
Same thing with, like, Clemson.
I'm going to pick LSU.
Always lose, like, a Wake Forest. LSU, really?
Yeah. Garrett Nussmeier coming back. I think their defense will be a lot better. I'm going with the Tigers.
Alright.
So, you and I both picked SEC schools.
And I hope I'm wrong, but
It feels weird calling Texas an SEC school.
I hate Texas. And I hate Iowa.
I hate Texas too.
But I just think they have the weapons this year.
I hate Iowa even more.
There's this girl at school, dude. I'm always like, horns down. And she's like, no. I'm like,
Yeah, Penn State, they always play really well and like lose to Ohio State.
who was it that one year? This is my favorite game I've ever seen in my whole life. It was the Big Ten championship, and I think Iowa was winning. Was it Michigan State that marched all the way down the field in like the last 2 minutes and beat them?
That sounds familiar.
I think it was Michigan State. Fuck Iowa! You probably have to cut that out.
I hate Iowa with a burning passion, dude.
Whoa.
Burning freaking passion.
Hate him.
Ugh. What about the Heisman?
I think depending how our season goes, Raiola might be a candidate.
I think he could be a candidate, but I think Carson Beck.
That motherfucker's still playing?
Isn't that the quarterback? Isn't that the quarterback from Miami?
No.
He transferred from Georgia?
That motherfucker still? He's been in school 12 years.
I know, but if you look up the stats that Cam Ward put up, yeah, it is Carson Beck, yeah.
Dude, you can't. He's still playing?
He's still playing.
Dude, how many seasons has he played? Look
It says he's making $4 million in NIL.
How many years has he played?
I don't know, let me click.
Maybe I'm thinking someone
He's
else.
played 4 years. This is his 5th year.
Seems like he's been in there forever.
So he must have got hurt or maybe redshirted in 21.
No, it's probably a COVID year.
So 21 and 22, he barely played.
He looks like he listens to like My Chemical Romance. And beats his girlfriends. Sorry, I probably have to cut that out.
But I think the ACC is pretty weak besides Clemson. So I think he could put up some monster stats.
Yeah.
He threw for 3,400 yards last year. And this is where it gets dicey. 28 touchdowns to 12 picks. It's a lot of picks.
Yeah, if you look at our schedule's not crazy tough.
No.
And I think if Raiola,
I mean, if we end up going 10-2, I think Dylan could definitely be in the conversation.
That'd be cool. What's the last Heisman we had?
Crouch.
Should have been Sue.
And Dominican Sue should have won the Heisman.
Should have won it, 100%.
Absolutely. He was unreal. Another depth chart surprise. TJ Lateef at quarterback 2, dude. Over Jalen Gramstad and Marcos Davila, that transfer from Purdue. He was a 4-star recruit out of high school. This Davila kid.
Oh, yeah?
Got a redshirt year in at Purdue, transferred to Nebraska. TJ Lateef sitting at QB2 right now. True freshman.
See, that's the thing. I know Raiola's only a sophomore. But, you know, you got the same quarterback coach as Mahomes. And, like, so it'll be, that's the thing. Is like, it's nice that we have someone sit under him and learn some of this shit.
It is.
Like, just looking into the future.
Right. Say Lateef gets to redshirt this year, like, you know, assuming Raiola stays healthy all season as a starter for all of our games, Lateef will get a redshirt, you know, and then Raiola's a junior next year, Lateef's still a freshman. Like, that would be great for Dylan Raiola to carry us to the promised land his junior year and then go off to the NFL. And then, boom, TJ Lateef is right there waiting in the wing. He's a lot more mobile. He can run. Not sure. Obviously, he can pass the ball if the coaches are putting him at 2.
Yeah.
You know, especially for being a true freshman right out of high school. So, I think that's a surprise, and I'm excited to see his development. Hopefully, he sticks it out and doesn't transfer. But he committed knowing who was here, though.
Yeah.
The savior, Dylan Raiola.
Man, I'm excited. The way I heard Dana, I watched his little press conference thing.
Yeah.
He was saying, man, Justin Evans could be one of the best centers in college football. Like, that's the type of shit I want to hear.
Good.
Like, give the quarterbacks the time. Like, if we need it, dude, like a QB sneak or something for a yard, like, in my eyes, we're gonna get it.
Good, I hope so. And then with Rocco Spindler and Henry Lutovsky on each side of him, I think the middle of our offensive line is the strength, dude.
That's nice.
Rocco Spindler's got that dog in him, bro. That dude's nasty. I think he's bringing an attitude we've been lacking on the offensive line.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I cannot wait, dude. It's Monday. Thursday cannot get here soon enough, bro. And then we gotta wait all goddamn day.
I know.
Thursday will be here, and we're like,
I'm gonna be a tired motherfucker on Friday. I have a game to coach Friday. Yeah.
Oh shit. What time though? It'll be an evening game though, right?
Yeah, it's at 7.
Okay.
I just at work.
All day at school though.
Might come home and take a nap before I have to be there at like 5:30.
Yeah. Alright, well, I think that's it for this first episode, bro.
Alright.
Alright, well, that's it for this episode of Shuck Talk. We'll be recording, when are we recording the next one?
You can shuck the talk, but then you walk the walk, baby. Huskers for life. And then go out.
Big Red! 28